budget black tie wedding outfit. Okay, I'm already mid-alteration here, but you know what's cheaper than buying silk is buying a silk dress from a sample sale and altering it to be something that fits you. I just picked this beautiful dress up. There were not a lot of sizes left because these sales now just get so picked over after the VIP day, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. So this is a lined silk dress. I'm taking in the size just at the top because I want to keep all that body and that drape, but I'm making some cuts here. I'm also going to change the neckline. I'll show you. I'm going to make the neckline more squared off. I'll redraw it better, obviously. And I think the reason why this dress was still left is because one of these sides is actually sewn on upside down. Like you can see, this sits like this on the shoulder. So I'm just going to seam rip this so I can maintain these straps, take those out, and then I'll replace it. But I'll show you. I'm going to do the lining separately. I'm going to do French seams for the sides because these were just normal seams, which is a bit weird for silk. And yeah, I'll show you the rest of the process. So I cut the neckline halfway. Now I'm going to fold it over and cut or trace around the other side to make sure it's symmetrical. Now this is lined, so I'm going to do the lining and the main fabric separately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the lining part out because we're going to do French seams, so we need to sew on the right sides first. And I'm also going to unpick all the side seams and redo them so that instead of just the normal seam, it's a French seam to keep the silk enclosed. Okay, so I picked both the seams. Can you tell I'm winging this? And this is the right sides together. I'm going to stitch all the way up to do a French seam, and I'm going to do the lining separately, and I'm going to take that all off and show you. Okay, it's a new day. I'm going to be using very sharp needles and sewing very slowly, doing a French seam. You just have to remember that the silk is more afraid of you than you are of it. So this is what we have. I have the body piece sitting on my mannequin, right side out, as if I would wear it. And then I have the lining inside out. And what I'm going to do, you can see I finished both with French seams, so it's nice and enclosed. See how bad that phrase. I'm going to sew all the way around the top and sandwich the straps inside. And then I'm going to turn the lining inside to where it belongs. And then I'll understitch probably by hand. And then this should be done. So let's see how it goes. Now I'm going to add interfacing to the neckline on the inside of my main body piece so that when I fold the lining in, it's sandwiched. So this has more structure and that, so this doesn't fray. There it is, added to the front. You put the bumpy side down and you iron it on. And I'll also do the inside of the back as well. And then we'll sew these two layers together, flip it inside out, top stitch, I can't pick this up, not top stitch, sorry, understitch, and then that's it, I think. Okay, there's a lot of things I have left to learn about silk and cutting on the bias, so it's not great, but new neckline, brought it in on the sides. You can see there's a little, like, the way that it falls is a little bit odd with the French seam. I think I just don't quite understand how drape works with silk yet, but you know, it's passable. I'm gonna make like a little stole, and I think it turned out okay. Okay, since it is just a slip dress, I decided I needed to add a little something to make it more elevated. I'm still gonna hem this, but I think this is black tie passable. So yeah, I just bought a little bit of extra like silk, made a little circle skirt, but for my shoulders. I won't wear these socks obviously, but